I know that's not what you were doing, but that's the name of the ticket, so that's what I'm giving you. On Savage Garage, like one of the things that made our channel take off the way it has and where it is now is our cop videos. We've had a lot of them, some good, some bad, but most notably, the one that always sticks out in my head was the one that kind of put us on the map, which was, it was on Ace of Spades rally. And this rally, we went on it with Daily Driven Exotics. They brought Damon's Stick Murcielago and Dave's Squadra Corsa. Two beautiful cars. Sadly, the Murcielago had problems very early on. Damon clutch kicked that car so many times. It was one of the most glorious things in the world to watch, but it was unfortunate when it obviously broke. But, things happen. I'm glad that car is back on the road now. We went on that with them. We were very excited. I think the channel at the time had 21,000 subscribers. One of the things that happened was we went through Kentucky. All of a sudden, after a gas stop, Randy got pulled over. I mean, we were on the speed limit, just got back on the road, and he got pulled over. And I was with, at the time, a buddy of ours that we had just met, and his name was Mohit. He was in it was a white R8, and I was riding with him just to get some other footage of what's going on and some different camaraderie, different clips. And we pulled over in front of them. I was genuinely kind of concerned because he got pulled over out of state for seemingly no reason, and we were getting reports on our WhatsApp for Ace of Spades rally that other people were getting pulled over, and he wasn't doing anything. So just to make sure that he was okay, God forbid something ridiculous happened, I just wanted to, stop a little bit farther ahead, and Mohit pulled over. As soon as the cop pulled away, my hope was he would get done with Randy, and I waited to get out of the car until I saw the cop start to pull away. So I figured I could just walk up to Randy, ask him what happened. As the cop pulls out, I'm expecting that he's just gonna drive off, lights off, that's the end of it. Because he was done, in theory, done talking with Randy and giving him a ticket. But I was wrong. Actually, he had taken a break from whatever he was doing with Randy just to get in his car, drive up to the R8, and now me walking on the side of the road towards the cop at this point. Because the microphone on the camera, the hot shoe mount must have unscrewed itself. I take it off all the time when we film rollers of the cars and whatnot. It must have unscrewed itself, but it fell off and ended up disconnecting itself. In the video, you can see like all of a sudden the mic goes dead, and it wasn't for dramatic effect or anything. It actually got disconnected. The camera got put down. First thing he says to me is, "Give me your license." I said, "Officer, what for?" And he says, "You're walking on the side of the side of the road, which isn't legal if you don't have a legitimate reason. And give me your license." And I'm like, "Officer, I'm not doing anything wrong here. I was just going to see if my buddy who's in the Lamborghini was okay." And he's like, "He's fine. Give me your license." And I said, "Okay." So I picked the camera back up. I plugged the microphone back in. At this point, I've already given him my license. And then, as I'm walking back to the car, because it tells me to go back in the car, makes sense, he goes up to Mohit, who's driving, and he says, "Give me your license and registration." So I figured he was going to get a ticket for something. Who knows? So I then call Randy on the phone, because I asked him out, because I thought he was done with the ticket already. I said, "What happened?" And he said, "So he wants to give me a ticket for the windshield banner on the car." Yeah, because apparently it's in his line of sight. Now, I can tell you, I spent many hours in that car with that window banner on there. Unless you are looking up while driving, you can't see that windshield banner in that car. It was not in his line of sight. Technically, by the books, yes, like a sticker on the top, it could be an impediment to your line of sight. You can write a ticket for it, but it's like, give me a break. Like a windshield banner. We find out later through our WhatsApp, turns out everybody on Ace of Spades who was going through that area in Kentucky was getting pulled over. It was a cash grab. Like they were trying to get everybody going through, saw all the stickers, figured we can make some money off of them. They pulled over everyone they could. And we knew it was nonsense because a buddy of ours who had a wide body Aventador, our buddy Rashil, he managed to talk his way out of it. No idea how, but he didn't get a ticket, but he got pulled over for the same reason. Finally, he ends up giving Randy the ticket, and it's for the windshield banner, as I mentioned. It was a payable fine, whatever. Then I get my ticket. And this is where the fun, because walking on the side of the road, if you got, let's say you pull over on the side of the road and your buddy has a flat tire, would you get out to make sure car's okay, he's okay, maybe even help him change the tire? I imagine so. Maybe he doesn't know how to do it. You wouldn't get a ticket for that. Well, according to the officer, I was hitchhiking. That was the name of the statute. So, you know, he says on video, he says, you know, I know that's not what you were doing, but that's the name of the ticket, so that's what I'm giving you. And the only reason it seems like you're on the side of the road is to film a video. And, you know, it was just so ridiculous. And I figured, okay, whatever, fine. Like, give me the ticket, fine. Like, I couldn't talk my way out of it. He gave Mohi a ticket for the windshield banner thing, but also a ticket for he didn't move over one lane when he went past the cop. So his ticket was payable, Randy's was payable. Mine wasn't. Mine, for some reason, actually no, Mohit's wasn't either, come to think of it. Both of them were non-payable. He's from Canada, and I'm from Maryland. So this is a non-payable fine. I apparently have to must appear. There's no fee associated with it at the moment. He said you could call the district attorney and work something out. So this made me furious because it was clear from the looks of it anyway that this cop essentially wrote me a ticket for not only something I wasn't doing, I wasn't hitchhiking. Like, I was definitely not asking for a ride on the side of the road. I was just making sure my friend was okay. That obviously wasn't okay with him, and he wrote me this ticket that non-payable and I have to appear in court. The lovely thing about having a lawyer come to represent you when you have a traffic ticket is when it is out of state, you don't have to appear. It's kind of a pain when you have to appear. So, like, I had no intention of flying to Kentucky or like wherever it was. Either way, when that video went up, because obviously it held a place in my heart that it was quite infuriating. I titled it "Corrupt Kentucky Cops," something or other, and that video took off. Say whatever you want about it. It was a little inflammatory in terms of the word choice there for the video, but you know, you got these cars coming through the state. You get, at the end of the day, I think the state made, between all the tickets and whatnot, it was between $3,000 to $5,000 in total tickets. You know, it was a good day for them. These guys who got pulled over, I mean, let's take I don't know what speeds they were doing. I don't know any of that. But to my knowledge, there were 20 plus cars from Ace of Spades Rally that all got pulled over for seemingly no reason. Kentucky, you know, took full advantage of Ace of Spades Rally coming through. I got a ticket for hitchhiking out of it. And that arguably is the video that put Savage Garage on the map. It was the first video we had that went like mega viral. And by mega, I mean like a couple million views. But considering the videos we were putting out were getting a couple thousand views prior, this was big numbers. And it was the first time we had any real success on the channel. And we really started to see what the channel was starting to look like stylistically, video editing wise, but also just what kind of stuff we were showing. You know, we knew we were gonna show car guys having a good time, going on rallies, having fun, but I never expected cop moments to be a part of our channel, but now it is. And you know, we've had lots of good ones, lots of bad ones, but at the end of the day, I'm very happy that this all happened, just because you know, it was an interesting experience, to say the least. Not gonna be hitchhiking in Kentucky ever again anytime soon.
Now obviously at VINwiki we love all of our sponsors, but first amongst equals would certainly be AutoTempest. Not only have they supported the channel for the last 3 years, but they've made some of our favorite projects possible, like Car Trek. It is honestly the first place that I look when I'm going to look for my next car, so these days that's about every morning. So we love AutoTempest, and it does make it easier than ever to find your dream car. They compile all the major listings from all the major sites into one easy search. Their motto is all the cars, one search, and it certainly is a great tool for that. So be sure to check them out at the link in the description below and thank them for their continued support of VINwiki.